Welcome back, guys. Today I will be starting a new series where essentially I'm gonna critique video games and we're gonna see how that goes. I know a good amount about most video games, but most AAA titles that are coming out, and about video games in general, so I figured why not try and see how this goes. So today, as you can see, we're gonna review Battlefront. Overall, great freaking AAA title. Amazing. Not gonna lie. Love it. Maybe it's just like the nerdy Star Wars side of me. But I really enjoy it, and I think it is a great piece of work by EA. It is locked at 60 frames per second if you're not in split screen. If you're in split screen, it runs at 30 frames per second. Which, I mean, to be fair, are you really gonna play split screen at all? You might play it like one time with your buddy when he comes over, but for the most part, you're gonna play the multiplayer by yourself, and you're gonna play it at 60 FPS, and it's beautiful. It is just a piece of art, essentially. It's amazing. There are 4 maps essentially that you play. Let's see, 8 different game modes on. You play on Indoor, Tatooine, Hoth, and Sullust. They're really just dynamic, great maps, and they're super fun to play on. There's Walker Assault, Droid Run, Supremacy, Drop Zone, Fighter Squadron, Cargo, Hero Hunt, and Heroes vs. Villains. Let's go through all those and talk about what they're like. I won't have gameplay of them because that requires a little bit more video editing capabilities than I have, so we'll just keep to this gameplay. Walker Assault is essentially what I'm playing now. I'm a rebel, and essentially you have to stop the walker. You have to stop the walker from reaching into your base and blowing it up, essentially, as a rebel while fighting against the Empire and having them try to come and assault you. You do so by defending these uplinks here, and anytime these uplinks reach their full bar like that one just did, you get a bomber, and every time one of the blue circles in the middle gets filled with the red, a bombing run happens, and it essentially takes off. See if I shoot it now, it doesn't do anything. But it takes off its shield, you can hurt it, and it becomes essentially vulnerable, and you can hurt it and take it down. And in this particular map, there's only one. The other 3, there's 2. So, I mean, it's not too difficult if you keep the uplinks like we are here. The second is Droid Run. Droid Run is essentially a domination game mode where the freaking flag moves. But really, it's kind of broken, I'm not gonna lie. Oh shoot! Okay, no fall damage really. It doesn't really matter if you hold the flags. You could wait to the last minute of the whole match, capture 2 flags, and win the game. However, you have to always at least have 1. If you lose all 3, you lose the game. I guess that's kind of the idea they were going for, but it doesn't really matter. It's kind of more of a team deathmatch mode. Drop Zone. These essentially pods just drop in, and you have to take them, and you have to collect 5 pods to win a match. It's kind of like team deathmatch. It's like a hard point game mode essentially. So the next is Supremacy. Supremacy it's kind of another domination game mode where you start out with 2 zones each side, and there's 1 zone that's neutral that you can take, but you have to take all 5 zones to win. Fighter Squadron is really cool. There's a bunch of planes everywhere, and you're trying to kill them, and it's like a Fighter Squadron in the air team deathmatch essentially. I suck. Let's see. And you can drive the Millennium Falcon and the Slate, which is Boba Fett's ship. And then let's see, Cargo. Cargo is pretty much capture the flag. That's the only way I can put it. It's just capture the flag. Hero Hunt. Hero Hunt's kind of cool, I guess. It's not as good as Heroes vs. Villains, which I'll get to, but well, there's one guy who starts as a hero, and the other 7 people shit. And the other 7 people essentially try to kill you, and whoever kills you gets to take your hero spot. Whoever gets the most kills by the end of, like, I think 10 minutes wins. Heroes versus Villains. Heroes versus Villains is actually one of my favorite personal game modes, where there's 3 villains and 3 heroes, along with 3 just regular soldiers for each side for a match. You have to kill the other side's heroes or villains. So if I'm on the side of the heroes, we have to kill all 3 villains to win the round. And you have to do this 5 times total, 5 times in one match to win. There's no time limit. I don't believe. I've never. No. There's no time limit. You just have to win 5 times. It's really fun. It's really dynamic when, like, you're Luke and you go to fight Darth Vader and you're getting into it, and it's just cool. It's fun seeing the heroes. I will say, though, that this has to be one of the worst voice acting games of all time. That guy's about to get fucked. This is one of the worst voice acting games ever. If you're a Star Wars fan and the second you hear Han Solo, you're gonna go, "What the shit is that? That's not Han Solo," and you'll be right, because it's not. It's terrible. But I mean, to be fair, that's not something I have to really focused on. I mean, oh shit, Boba Fett, time to go. Sorry. It's not good. It's not good. It's bad. The only other con that I can possibly even think of is the way the party system works. It's not very good. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like it. You can only have one partner. You can join your friends, but it's very haphazard, and it's not as well as it should have been. There's a lot of new leaps in this game that EA tried to take to try to make it different from Battlefield, but that's one of them where they just screwed up. They shouldn't have done it. I understand they want to, like, give you a unique gameplay, and that's cool, and that's great, which they did. This is, like, completely unique. This isn't like Battlefield at all, in the sense that there's not really... All guns are equal in this game, which I like but I don't like, because there's no real reward for leveling up. There is, but there isn't. Like, you get a few different cards, like the sniper rifles, but that's about it. Like, the weapons, depending on how you want to play, the weapons all do about the same damage at the same rate. So they're not really, like, anything special, which I'm sure they'll probably change in a patch or 2. But for the moment, it's not really anything, like, amazingly special. That's really the only other con in the whole game. It's a fantastic pickup. Overall, I think it probably deserves, for me, like an 8.8 or a 9 out of 10. It's a very smooth game. I could maybe see it getting stale if you're one of those guys who gets bored with an FPS or with any game in general after a while, but it plays so well, and it's just really fun, and I would recommend it to anybody who likes FPS and to anybody who likes Star Wars for that matter. It's just a great game. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will also be making a Fallout 4 video for that sometime within the week. Be looking for it up on YouTube. Thanks, and have a great day.